What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag to you. All right, so we are up to episode. What is this? 6? I think it's 6, right? Okay. First off, there is construction going on outside, so if you hear banging and beeping and all of that kind of nonsense, that's what's going on with all of that. Secondly, I think I'm going to try to not edit this video because editing is just consuming my life, okay? I got 3 channels. One which is very, very neglected. It used to be this one, but now it's my exercise channel because the girl's getting fat. But too much editing. I'm going to see if I can go through without stopping too much, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, so who knows. Anyway, all right, so the episode starts off with the Cheeks talking about the fight and, you know, basically trying to make it seem like the Tiny Twins started it, which in my opinion they did not. But it did get out of hand, you know, with the slinging around of Emily, even though upon second looking it seems like Emily may have thrown them on the floor or whatever, but she was saying she was, you know, trying to drag them, whatever. But yeah, I already expressed how I feel about Emily running her mouth and thinking that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her because she's pregnant, but they probably shouldn't have done anything to her because she was pregnant. And by probably I mean, nah, y'all shouldn't have did that. Okay, so well, yeah, Emily said, is saying that Andrea started it, but like I said, they didn't start it. They were starting with them. They were mad because they were working on the same day as them, which they of course have no control over. I mean, your boss puts you on the schedule and tells you to come in. What are you gonna say? Hey, are the other little people going to be there? Because I don't work with other little people. You know, that would be stupid. People don't do that. So, yeah. So having an attitude when they get there is ridiculous. And being mean to them and then acting like you're so high post and so fucking classy because you're sitting up on the bar while they're doing whatever the boss asked them to do. And then getting in their face and telling them that, you know, they're lower than you and that you don't have to do this and that. Come on, you know you would start motherfucking trouble. So yeah, you started it, and then you got Bree all wrapped up in it trying to stick up for you. Alright, so then there's supposed to be like a party or the club or whatever on that night, and they're like, well, the twins better not show up because if they show up, it's gonna be a problem. A problem like what? Another time that you can't fight and then you start girl, what kind of problem? You gonna write them an angry note? You can't fight. Next, the Tiny Twins are at a restaurant and they seem like, I mean, to me personally, and it might just be because I still really like them, but they seem pretty distraught about the fight. They don't seem happy like them bitches, blah blah blah. But they're kind of concerned, I guess, about their friendship. So I was under the impression that they weren't actually friends because Cheeks really seemed to hate them before they even showed up in the storyline, you know what I mean? So maybe they were liking the Cheeks a little bit more than the Cheeks were liking them. But like I said, I think a lot of the things the twins do is based on, you know, anger and being pushed, like these girls are fucking with them. And yeah, they seem pretty concerned about maybe the friendship never going back to the way that it was, and you know, talking about the fight and how they, you know, wasn't really looking to hit Emily and, you know, all that. So we don't really know how it's going to go with their friendship, if that's what people want to call it. But I don't think it looks so good. I don't. And they were like, oh, okay. Well, she was like, oh, you try to fight me and I'm pregnant or whatever. And they're like, well, if you're so concerned about the baby, what the fuck is you doing at a club anyway? Like, you shouldn't be at a club and you shouldn't be starting fights. And they believe the same thing I believe, which is that they started that fight. The Cheeks started that fight. I don't think that Emily particularly has to not go to clubs anymore just because she's pregnant. Probably shouldn't be, out super twerking and all of that. But, she's not far along. I can't tell she's showing. She got the same little fat belly everybody else got. So, not showing. It's whatever. It's when you think that you need to stop going to do things. As long as she's not drinking and there's no smoking in clubs, then I think that she could probably be fine. All right. One card down. They're talking about how them and the Cheeks, the twins are saying how them and the Cheeks are like on again, off again friends, and that they think that Emily controls Bree because of Bree getting into the fight, and not really having anything to do with it, and basically anything that Emily brings up, because Emily's a shit talker, Bree kind of backs it up because, she's the other cheek or whatever, which could be true. I gotta see. Now that they brought it up and they've known them longer, now I gotta watch Bree and see if Bree is being a follower for Emily. You know what I mean? All right, I stopped because of the helicopter. All right, yeah, and once again, the twins don't know if they should go to the club tonight, but they don't want to seem like they're scared of the Cheeks, so they are contemplating going. All right, outside of the club is the Cheeks and Minnie and Money. And anybody else? I think that's it. And, Minnie is asking about the fight. She's like, Atlanta's small. I heard about a fight. What's going on? And then the Cheeks told their version where, they were very innocently just talking to the twins. And then the twins just went crazy. And then they were in Emily's face. And then Bree said no. And just gently touched her on the shoulder. And then she got her face and went crazy. They were in Emily's face. Bree did do that. But I think they're exaggerating the level of kindness that they were using when speaking to the twins. They was trying to aggravate them and infuriate them and piss them off. Don't pretend. If you're a bitch, be a bitch. And be the bitch all the time. Don't be the bitch and then want people to think that you're a nice person, because you're not. Because bitches are nice people. Alright, so, she said some shit like, it was like, well, don't touch me because I'm pregnant. And one of the twins was like, your face ain't pregnant. Now, did that happen? Please, somebody let me know in the comments. Because I did see, there were words, I think, like, typed across the bottom, and why can't I remember what the fuck that's called when it's words at the bottom, but you know what I mean. So they might have said that, and that's something I said in the last video, right? But I don't know if she actually said that, so let me know if they actually did say what I said. I thought I made that up, right? All right. Minnie is saying, I don't want no issues between my girls. I want everybody to be friends. And Emily's like, well, that's easy for her to say because, she's not really in the situation. She's saying that they had all been friends at some point, and until the twins got high and mighty or whatever, or started to think that they were better, or whatever her perception of what she thinks the twins were feeling. And she just, I guess it's like a real big deal that they had this fight. So maybe she thought that they were kind of frenemies too. Like, kind of people that get on your nerves, but you still kind of feel like you could probably still be friends or get closer or something like that. And now she may feel like that is not really the thing that's going to happen anymore. All right, so, Minnie is basically talking about how to fix it. Like, what can be done that will make y'all be able to be in the same room and not, because we got to stick together. We all little people, small town, small amount of small people or little people. So, making enemies amongst your own really isn't such a good idea. So, they're basically saying they don't know if it could be fixed. Then the twins come in. And guess who starts shit with them? Emily! Okay, because Emily is always the one who is starting the mess. And she seems extra messy now that she's pregnant, and she thinks that people are going to keep on sticking up for her. and making sure nobody tries to hurt her, right? So first thing she says is, why are you here? You look stupid. Now, I have started a fight or 30 in my day. And I guarantee you, first of all, asking somebody why they're here definitely angers people. And telling people they look stupid, child, if you mention anything about the word stupid, even in passing to me, I will go off. I do not like that. And to tell me that I look stupid, I would hit her in face again. No, I wouldn't have, but I would have really wanted to, and I don't know. Emily needs to cut it the fuck out. So one of the twins said, all right, let's just chill out. I don't want to fight. Don't want to upset the baby. You know, let's just chill. And Emily's like, maybe you don't understand the severity of what happened. And she was like, you know, don't try to, she was like, you was in my face and I had to step back because I'm pregnant. And then y'all were jumping Bree and I had to try to help. She was like, don't lie. First of all, you didn't step back. You were the one starting the shit, and you didn't step back. And then this girl's fighting my sister, and just like you got her back, I got my sister's back. She was like, but you were not just like out of it. Like, I go over here and then you try to break it up or try to help my sister or whatever the fuck she said, and you grabbed my hair. You grabbed my hair, you pulled me back, and now you're trying to act like you stepped back. Like you were just like, oh, I'm out of this. But that is not the truth. So, yeah. So Emily was like, I understand you got to stick up for your sister. I condone you for that. That's wrong. That's incorrect grammar, honey. Okay? So, okay. Those were Jehovah's Witnesses at the door. So, yeah. I'm going to be editing. Anyway, I condone you for that is incorrect. You commend her on, you know, that, but you still mad as hell about the fight. All right, got it. And she's like, well, Emily's saying that she needs to feel safe when she's around, and she can't be feeling like somebody's gonna try to harm her baby and all of this and all of that. So I think everybody's just chilling for right now, but they all still, you know, kind of real mad at each other. Then we go to the park with Bree and Buddha, and Bree asks Buddha if he will go to relationship counseling, and he like, I don't need no damn counseling. I ain't in no relationship. She was like, you know, it'll help us with. And it was like, I don't need no help. I'm fine. He is, you know, the way he feel is, I already told you what it was, what it is, what it been, what it's gonna be, and you're the one who is sitting around waiting for a change. So no, I'm very clear on our relationship. It's you who needs counseling. So he was like, well, I don't need no counseling. He don't want to go, very unsupportive, but he said if she needed, he would go for her, but it ain't got nothing to do with him. What ifs? All right. So he agrees to go, and she's like, oh, well, I'll set up the appointment or whatever. All right. So now Money goes to the salon to get her hair done by Minnie, of course, and Miss Paula, is that her name? Is there. Like, hey, Money. She's like, she have an appointment. I'm like, are you still trying to bother her? See, I'm still the salon owner. I'm not here for her. She's still a little too extra for me because why? Because there's a camera there, girl. All right, so Minnie is, I guess, still apologetic about having lied to them about Pastor Troy or whatever, because, you know, Money is feeling some sort of way about it. Like, she don't know if she could really trust Minnie so much anymore. And Minnie's like, well, that's the only thing I lied about. I'm not going to be lying about that shit no more. It's over. Forgive me. All of that. All right. So Money talks to her about some video. It's a music video. One of her friends is the rapper, I guess, or it's supposed to be his video. I don't know in what capacity is his video, right? But he wants some little people to be in the video. So he is making her, she's basically the casting director, and she is asking the other girls to be in this video, basically twerking and shaking their ass and stuff. And yeah, it's no pay. They're not going to get paid for it. It's supposed to just be for fun, and that is, well, whatever. I am into acting out here in LA, and sometimes you gotta do some shit for free. But if you don't have to, if you're already above that whole doing shit for free thing, then don't go back to it unless you know, got to, or if it's a favor or something like that. All right, so yeah, so Minnie's like, oh, that sounds cool, or I'm gonna be trying to, you know, lose my weight, or you know, whatever. She's excited about it, and she's telling her, yeah, we should bring it up to the girls about this video. All right, now Bree and Wooda are at counseling, and the first question that the counselors ask is, how long you been together? And Wooda like, never. We ain't never been together. We live together. We got a baby together. We ain't together. We never been together. We ain't gonna be together. Oh. I feel like Bree just getting herself hurt more and more just listening to it being said to you over and over again. Like, not cool. All right, so they're like, do you have any intentions on being in a relationship? And he's like, right now. Or do you just mean that you don't want to be in a relationship specifically with her? And he was just like, not right now. So he never dissed her that full on, like, hell no, I'll never be with her, I'll be with somebody else. But when they asked if he'd been in other relationships or seeing other people, he like, yeah. Sleeping with other people? Sure am. Is she? No, because he'll get mad. Girl. And they basically telling her that she is being silly. She is settling. And settling is going to do nothing but hurt you. Don't you deserve more? Don't you think you deserve to be with somebody who wants to actually be with you? And they told her basically the whole living together thing, she need to cut that out. Somebody needs to leave. And basically what she said is she's heard it from every goddamn body, okay? If you didn't hear it before, girl, you can come to any of my videos where I mention you and you can hear it there as well. Leave. All right, so hearing it from them, the counselors, made it really seem to sink in, and she seems to really get it now that it is very toxic for her, and the baby probably too, to just be there in the house and feeling that sad and isolated and lonely. And girl, you make me want to cry just thinking about it. So yeah, basically somebody needs to move, and I thought that it would be Wooda, but yeah, it isn't. It's Bree. I'm like, ain't it her apartment? But I guess it's not. I guess it's his apartment. Okay. So Bree winds up moving in with Emily, with her and the baby, until she can get it together and get her own place. Now Bree is feeling, you know, antsy and uprooted and everything, and she really wants her family to visit. So she has a brother and her mom, and yeah, she wants them to come out to see her or whatever. Oh, then Money goes and she has to talk to Minnie about the video. Apparently when she went and showed the director, the producer, who the hell ever that got to do with this video that nobody's getting paid for, show them the pictures of the girls, they said that they didn't want Minnie to be in the video because she too fat. Although they try to say, like, you know, she doesn't fit the look or something like that. But Minnie had already been saying, you know, she was going to lose weight and, you know, all of this for the video. First of all, I think that she don't know, you know, how long it takes to lose weight, because unless the video is a year from now, girl, you are not going to lose any substantial amount of weight where you're going to be any thinner visibly. Whatever. And they met at like an ice cream place, so she get ice cream and chocolate chips. So I don't know how the hell she feel like she eating right any goddamn way. It just don't make no sense. But Money had to tell her that, and it really hurt her feelings, as it should have, because it's, you know, that's just a fucking mean thing for anybody to say or do. But they're in Atlanta. I know out here in LA, you just really have to have much thicker, tough skin, because they will dish you left and right. I've had somebody maybe on like a commercial and they're like, oh, well, I like her. They picked me like out of a little crowd in like an audience for the commercial had a pretend audience. So I was in the pretend audience, but they wanted some cute girls like right up in the front of the audience thing. So the lady comes and she picks me and she brings me over by this man, and he looks and he's like, I said I wanted somebody cute. Oh no! He actually meant he only wanted white people. So yeah, you'll see, you get this for your color, you get this on your weight, your teeth, just all kinds of things. So yeah, but I can laugh at it most of the time, but some things are just, you know, especially if it's something that you're struggling with, it could be hurtful. I could understand why she would be upset and, you know, hurt and maybe even ashamed. Okay, but Money also told her that they're going to be average size people. I keep calling them regular size people. Okay, whatever size people in the video, and they are not really feeling that. So they're wondering like how the video is actually going to be, if it's going to be big people too, because I guess they wanted the video to just focus on just little people, and something about average size people being there is going to change the dynamic of everything. That's kind of seems to be a theme with them. Altogether, they like to be the only motherfuckers around, I guess. All right. They are thinking that they might just be wanting to have little people in the video because it's gimmicky, and nobody wants to be involved with no gimmicky shit. So they're gonna have to try to figure that whole thing out. Now, Bree's family does come. Her brother is average size, and her mother is like a little person like her. And, you know, she has to tell them about Wuda. I do not like that name. It's so dumb. She tells them about the counseling and stuff. And, of course, her family agrees. Everybody agrees that he needs to go. Her brother is like, what the fuck? Like, I told you. Like, the counselor said I needed to move out. Like, I've been told you that. Everybody told you that. She's like, I know, but, you know, they're more important than you, their opinion. So now I'm taking their opinion. Bitch, chill out. At least I'm doing it, right? So, yeah. Skips from there, and it goes to Emily and Londell. What the hell did I write? Lontel. Like Montel, okay. Lontel are at the doctor's appointment, right? And well, which is good, because I wrote this guy off. Like after day one, I was like, I don't care for him. I don't care for him, and he don't care for you. So much of not caring. It's like a love triangle of not caring going on. But she got him to go, so I guess he didn't really break up with her. He was just being a jackass before, and probably is still being a jackass now. She thinks that when he sees the ultrasound, that he's gonna get all and fall all in love with the baby and really start acting like a father, being kinder to her and things like that, and perhaps even more responsible. And it kind of works. He did seem concerned when he saw the baby. He wanted to know if they could tell maybe what the gender was, and she was concerned about knowing if it was going to be average height or a little person. But I think they had to wait. I don't know if they said like a week or if it was a month, but the amount of time was not like far off where they could measure, I guess, the head and proximity to the arms and stuff to give her some additional information. So they weren't able to give her any information except that the baby has a nice strong heartbeat, which is good, right? Okay. Did tell her that she gained 4 pounds, which is too much goddamn weight. Like, what are you eating? She's like, oh, I just be eating everything. How much water are you drinking? None. Told her she got to drink water because it helps to build up the fluid that has to be around the baby. Asked her if she was having any headaches. And she was like, yeah, I haven't had, yeah, so bitch, you're dehydrated. drink some water with your thirsty ass. Let me stop. That's not nice. Okay. I meant thirst and actual thirst. What the word really means, not that you were extremely desperate for attention. Okay. She also told her that she had really, really high blood pressure. I didn't write the numbers down because, yeah, I was doing something else. But it sounded high to me. Higher than mine ever been. So basically, she knows that she needs to chill out. All right, get rid of a lot of the stress in her life, which is to basically stop beefing with the twins. But she need to stop beefing with this boy too, because he's a much closer factor. The twins, the fight might have just been, you know, really close before that, so she might still be feeling something about that. But for the most part, the twins are not out and like around her 24/7 like her boyfriend would be. You know what I mean? So yeah, she need to tone down that home stress before you even start fucking with that outside stress. All right, so Bree and her mom are talking about her dad, because you know that Bree only has like really positive memories about her father, but her mother is basically bringing it back like, hell no, he was not good. So it seems like the mother's saying that Bree's father treated her exactly the same way Wooda treats her. He had other women, he was out cheating and stuff, and he would just come home and she would just be waiting. They'd be arguing and shit all the time. But, you know, she didn't bring none of that up. Well, I guess she was just bringing up her relationship with her dad. So she loved her dad, he loved her, but treating the mother like shit. Just like Wooda loves the baby loves him, treating her like shit. So seems like she learned this, like it's learned behavior that she got from her mother. So not cool. And her mother's like, you know, fuck all that. You need to leave, because it's not going to work out in your favor. You're basically wasting your time. You're playing yourself right now. All right. So now the girls, they all show up at the video shoot, right? And I don't know if it was Emily or Bree, but they were like, I think it was Bree. How much do you want us to do, you know, for no money? Meaning, bitch, don't try it, all right? Because you're not paying us, so it better be some real simple, real cute shit up in this bitch. And Emily's like, well, how's this video gonna be promoted? Like, are you promoting it? Yeah, we gonna promote everything. But how? You know, with the promotions and stuff. We don't be talking about it and showing it to people. Like, bitch, you ain't giving me no answers. So this is like the director or producer. He is not coming forth with answers that are making the girls feel very safe about this whole video venture thing, right? So Emily's like, you know what? I really don't want to do it. So what she was saying in the little confessional type thing is she has done music videos. Well, her and Bree have done a lot of music videos, but it's always a legit music video, right? So it's got, you know, contracts and things that help them to be in control of their image. What are you going to be using this video for? You know, nothing to be making fun of them or no sort of stuff, like a contract that specifically specifies what the video is going to be used for and how her image is going to be used, or her brand or whatever, okay? And since that is none of the things that's going on there, and the simple questions that she asked he couldn't answer, or they didn't make any sense, like he don't really even understand the question, then she like, I'm gonna sit to the side with Minnie. Minnie came to be like the stylist or the makeup person or whatever. She just really came to have attitude, because bitch, you ain't do nobody hair. Or no, she was doing hair. Okay, I'm lying. All right, Minnie came to do what she said she came to do. Let me stop hating. I'm not hating. I really do. I like Minnie. All right. All right. So, and like I said, Emily was concerned that they were going to be able to use the video for whatever. But Money is like, why is you asking all these questions? Why is you hating? It's like, ain't nobody hating. People can't be concerned about their career or what the fuck is going to be online, especially now that they got this show or whatever. I think that everybody on the show was hoping for bigger or better things to come out of this. And, you know, destroying it right now would not be a good idea. So Money needed to chill with that. Chill. So when they came back out, Emily was like kind of making fun of the guy because like this is so ghetto. So Money and some boy is dancing by a truck. I mean corny dancing too. I mean corny. What kind of video was this? I'm like, I hope it's gonna be some zooming in and zooming out, or maybe titties or booty, or I don't know, something to break the monotony. What the hell is going on? I'm like, all right, I'm ready for this thing to be over. But Emily is like, he is an amateur. Like he don't know. Look at him with the recording. This shit is some bullshit. This is some rinky dink shit. Well, it didn't get to the rinky dink yet. They've been in the back, and Minnie is doing the twins' hair. And when they're talking about the contracts and all of this and all of that, then Minnie is like, this is some rinky dink shit. Like, this is not how it's supposed to look. This is not how it's supposed to be. And it seemed like her and Money was about to get into something because Money wasn't really letting her finish. And she's very, very persistent with getting out her message that something is up with this. But, of course, people think it's just because she can't be in it that she might be being a little bit jealous. All right. But they're making it clear they don't want to be exploited. And they need money to go and clear some shit up. So she goes out there. She talks to them about, they want to know what the video is going to be used for. But they don't want you putting no chipmunk voices behind their shit. Or, anything where you could take clips from this video and use it somewhere else to be making fun of little people. And he was like, nah, it's going to be cool. So then we get to the corny ass dancing on the side of the car. And he keeps on calling her, I think it's Brittany. Yeah, Brittany said, but she was like, my motherfucking name is Money. Whatever the name was, I assure you, it did not sound anything like Money. Like, he don't know your name extra. He went to school. He got a degree in not knowing your name because that shit is nowhere near it. He gets an A+, a thumbs up on the level of not knowing your name that he displayed on that day. All right, so then he got Money and some big ass black dude dancing by the car. Like I said, that shit was corny as hell, and and they looked dumb, and Emily was making fun. But then he brings in the twins, and they twerking over by a car, and he like, all right, cut. And then Emily is like, wait, what the fuck is you cutting them for? She was like, this is some bullshit. So she is not here for it. And that's probably the first time I ever seen her do anything good for the twins. She kind of like tried to stick up for them. Like, no, you don't fucking cut them. Like, oh really? Oh, compassion? Because you've been tripping? Or just because she just tried to stick up for little people in general, or maybe not for the twins specifically. All right. So they're like, all right, whatever. So y'all go over here, and then called them back, and then told them, all right, go over there. Then he brings in an average size girl. So a big, tall ass girl comes in, and Money is like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, I told you it was going to be regular people too. She was like, no, you didn't. You said that, and I told you it was an issue with it, and you said that we were going to be doing it. And they was like, I asked y'all if y'all wanted to be in the video. He was like, but y'all ain't want to cooperate. I don't chase, I replace. And that just got the girls all riled up. So everybody was mad, like, what the fuck you say? And they going up, and Minnie is like, you know what, this motherfucking video shit is so motherfucking cheap. My outfit costs more than this whole goddamn set and everything on it. Fuck y'all motherfuckers, and blah, blah, blah. So the girls was just really going off. And they was like, fuck that. And he finally remembered Money's name because he called her Brittany about 3 fucking times. When after everybody turned up and they was going to leave, then he remember her name. But they left. So they wasn't about that. That's the end, y'all. So if you agree with my commentary and or opinions, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree with my commentary and or opinions, keep that shit to yourself. No, okay. You can also let me know that down in the comments. Let me know if you enjoy this. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.